One, two, three.
Hello, and welcome back to Last Yesterday Tonight. I'm your host, John Pete, and as many of you already know, the mayor of Chicago has already been elected, and it's our beloved Rahm Emanuel, the champion of the minority and the lower class, residents of Chicago, just the champion of everyone. Rahm is so beloved by everyone that there's selfies circling around the internet, and it's just people like you and me just taking selfies with Rahm. Let's have a look. Wow, that's not good for his campaign at all. The photograph captions and says, "The mayor of Chicago, Rahm Emanuel, came by my job, and I still can't stand this motherfucker, though." End quote. But if that wasn't enough, the man who took this selfie says that Emanuel bought a $7 drink and tipped him, get this, only 37 cents. I mean, no wonder he looks so sad in this picture. Broke college kids at the bar tip better than him. A lot of people say Rahm is like the Grinch of the working class, but, I mean, I don't see why. Well, I guess they do kind of look alike, and I mean, Rahm was cheap, so... Okay, I can see why people say he's like the Grinch of that steals happiness. But, I mean, just let other photographs speak for themselves. Oh. I mean, she's refusing. Yeah, okay, I guess people don't really like Rahm. But, I mean, I guess at this point, a lot of you are wondering, how does a man who tips 37 cents and how does a man who sucks all the happiness out of the working class get elected in the first place? And, I mean, one of the reasons is gentrification. So, what is gentrification? Gentrification itself was coined in 1964 by a British sociologist named Ruth Glass, and she was referring to the alterations made and the observations that she made with the displacement of all the workers in London. But in Chicago, the term gentrification can be used to describe how Starbucks is essentially taking over the entire land and there's more and more just popping up everywhere, and how young white people wearing moccasins are just moving in and just taking over the land essentially. I mean, because nothing says I appreciate your culture quite as much as wearing shoes that your ancestors wore while they stole other people's land. I mean, that's just, wow. But on a serious note, America, all these young, well-educated white people moving into a neighborhood and building the infrastructure and basically moving into what traditionally was an impoverished Hispanic communities, and then those